1, 2, you know what to do. Hey, it is back again with another video, another story time. For people that have never been on my channel, I tell stories, I do challenges, I want to do hauls. You know, just a little here, a little there. Yes.
Y'all don't even know, look a hot mess, but I swear to God, if you ain't on this wall, then you ain't a real OG. You ain't really in this shit.
I didn't even explain the wall.
Why wouldn't you explain the wall?
I don't know. I just kind of.
Oh, that's another time for another time.
I mean, I could. This is my wall. Sorry, not know, but I drew this shit.
Start with the first one you drew.
I drew the heart first, and then I did
Why
this.
did you think of the heart first? What made you think of the heart?
Well, honestly, I used to love drawing, and I actually did this piece on a piece of paper first. It was just a heart, and these two guys, and then this, because they were scared of whatever the fuck that is that busted through the heart. Then came in here, did Moody. Came down here, did meatballs. Came over here, did focused, because I was not focused. And I also thought I was a part of 300, so I got 300 right here. Yeah.
Wait, what?
A couple flowers down here. Rest in peace, my boy Kelsey.
Then when did you do this one?
I did this meatball after I did all these flowers down here. They can't really.
That's okay.
I'll show you. It's a little sloppy because I mean I was a young nigga. You feel me? So.
She was young as hell, still in
How
school.
old
But
are you?
how old was I? I was like 15, 14.
How old are you now?
22. Dos. Then I did Simply Amazing after I did the flowers, evidently, because the G's over.
Then once I had my son.
Then I did LT. Y'all is definitely about to see LT. Hold up, move.
Oh. Then I had my
did
son.
LT.
You don't got the Maya's name on here. That's
No.
so sad.
And then the thing that's under that, y'all do not need to see.
Nemo was here.
They see it now.
Sign my name up there.
And my ex-boyfriend signed
All
his
right,
name up here.
girl, don't worry about it. Yeah, right. So no, but
Anyway.
all the filled-in spots are people that filled them in. Some stuff I did do, but a lot of
see
people
it?
put their names in here. She want somebody to see that? Like, I'm
Y'all see
blocking
it?
that out. Nigga, I'm
Y'all
put a
see
little
it?
blur.
No, you better not.
That's my boy. I ain't gonna do him like that.
Let's see
But-
what his name was.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story time. I'm gonna make this a part 1 because it's pretty long and I don't want to have to edit this all in one video. Yeah, so let's get into the story. Oh my God, did I stop? No. Okay, so it all started Memorial Day morning. I was in the process of moving, but me and my ex-girlfriend, we were actually staying with her mom. So I woke up at her mom's house. And I want to say it was like a week or 2 before we even got our second little spot there. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So this dude was doing tattoo deals, like buy one, get a 50. It was like a certain amount of money you had to pay, but like you buy this amount or pay this amount for a tattoo, you can get the $50 one for free. I don't know what's wrong with me talking today, y'all. I don't know. But so yeah, so she ends up getting a tattoo. I'm not going to explain her tattoo because that'd be a lot, but it was definitely worth it. It was definitely nice. And at this time I had no tattoos, so I'm like, I want a tattoo. Like I'm getting a free one, or you about to buy me one? Like, and you can get 2. Like, and I'll get 2. Like, what are we doing? No, I only wanted 1. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I want a tattoo. So she's like, what you want? You know, what do you want to do? I never had a tattoo, like I said. I don't know what that's like, so I figure I'll get something small, but in a place where it would hurt, so I know what I'm getting myself into the next time I get my tattoo done. You know, I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. And I'll get my chest, little heart. Just real quick. Didn't even hurt, y'all. I actually was cracking up. I was laughing. It was ticklish. Hate being tickled though, so that actually irritated me. But yeah, after we got our little tattoos done, hers took a lot longer because she had a bigger tattoo. We end up going to this little get together that her friend, we're gonna call him Tim. Did I write Tim as his name? I did not write Tim as his name. Y'all, I'm lying. His name, CJ. We're gonna call him CJ. Okay, so her friend CJ throws this party. A lot of people knows CJ, so we knew it would be a very popular party. Probably people from all different sides of Pittsburgh. what else? I think it was his birthday. Yeah, it was his birthday. It was also a music video that they were recording that night. And it was supposed to be jumping. It's supposed to be jumping. So we get there, and this was my first day I met CJ, actually. He already was my ex-girlfriend's friend, but I did not know him at all. Never seen him, didn't know him. So this was my first time meeting him. When I came in, they had like jungle juice. It was nice amount of people, but when we first came in, I really didn't see, it was like 15 people. It wasn't like the way everybody was talking. I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be crazy. Like, it's 15 people. Like, what? But then he was like, oh no, the whole house is the party. So I'm like, oh, this is just one room. He's like, yeah. Going to the dining room, and there's like even more drinks and even more people. And then when you go into the basement, there's a DJ, and it's fucking crowded, y'all. Like, it's crazy. So I'm like, oh, like, he really not a party. Like, period. Like, period. Like, so we're getting drinks. I'm like kind of awkward because I'm like, I don't really think I know any of these people. And then, like, before you know it, I actually started knowing people. Like, I started seeing people. One of my cousins was there. We're going to name her Stacy on the story. Sees her. I'm like, hey, girl. Then I run into one of my old time friends back when I was in, like, when did we meet? We met in, like, it was the end of middle school for me, but she was like just not going into high school. And we named her Sierra. We're gonna name her Sierra in the story. So I ran into her, and we're like catching up. Like,
I'm like, hey girl, like, you know what it is, how you been, whatever.
There was points and times whenever, like, I would just be like, yeah, you go ahead, babe. Like, and I'm gonna talk to her. Or like, I see somebody else. There's another girl that I had grew up with. She actually raps now. She's pretty nice. But I ran into her down there. Didn't see her for years. So it was nice. I seen some people. Whatever. Party starts popping. Like, when I say that room that only had 15 people in it, crowded. The steps crowded. There was like an AC jammed in a window at the bottom of the steps, so the steps were crowded to go upstairs. Like, I didn't even go up there. I don't know. I can't tell you if it was a whole orgy upstairs or not, because I didn't go up there. There was too much going on in that area. But the dining room area, the living room area, and the basement area was kind of where I kept going, because I knew people in those spaces. Then I went outside, and I'm like, oh, it's a music video. Like, because at that time I didn't know that they were doing a music video. I just knew it was a party. It was his birthday. Whoop-de-boop. So I got somebody doing a music video, like, period. Matter of fact, when I went out there, I was looking for my girlfriend. And she was out there trying to be one of the dudes, whatever. So, I mean, I ain't gonna say trying to be. That sounds rude. But, you know how studs be, y'all. So, yeah, she was out there, you know, getting it with them. She's all like, babe, come on, come on. I'm like, I don't really know them niggas, like, so I'm gonna sit back. But I chilled, let them watch. I mean, I sat back and watched. I think I ended up, like, Snapchatting a little bit of it, sending it to her so she can, you know, post it the next day. And whatever, I ended up going inside, and it was jumping. Eventually my girlfriend ended up meeting me inside. Me and her, like, was dancing. I can't dance, but I can, like, party dance, and I can, like, twerk. But, like, I'm not like if Tiana Taylor came up to me right now and start fucking it up, like, I wouldn't know what to do. But we were dancing, and she's like, yeah, babe, get it, you know. I'm all like, get it, whatever, boom boom. Eventually her friend comes out, and I guess he's like the cocky type when it comes to turning up. So she was like, babe, get him. Like, and I'm like, that's the first time she really let me, like, just be like, yeah, like, get him. Like, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get him though, because I want to. Like, so I definitely did. I ended up burning him, you know. Yeah, not a weak bitch. But yeah, so me and him ended up dancing. And I'm just like, after that happened, me and her had a little sad talk on the side. Like, so you don't mind me dancing with people? Like, because when I'm out, I like to get lit. I like to be, not everywhere, but, like, if I feel like you calling me out, I want to burn you. I don't care if you ugly, cute, short, tall, fat, skinny. I don't care. That's just how I be. Like, because I do like dancing. I'm not that good at all of it. But when it comes to party dancing, I'm pretty nice. Like, so she's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care. And I'm like, all right, cool, say less. Like, so I end up, you know, going, where did I end up going? I went back up to that dining room to get me and my girlfriend drinks. Come back downstairs, and she was like to me, you were like, what did she say? She was like, you was here already dancing with people anyways, why did you ask me that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, you was already dancing with people when I wasn't down here. I'm like, No. I mean, yeah, I was, but no, it wasn't like one of those sneaky stuff. So what are you talking about? Like, so me and her kind of get into it, but not in like an argument way. I'm trying to get why she even said that. Like, because I was dancing while she wasn't there. I was dancing while she was there, but I only dance with women because she's a woman, and I just don't want her to feel threatened if I dance with a man knowing that I'm bisexual. But once she was like, oh no, I'm good, I don't mind, I'm like, oh well, I could dance with whoever. But at that point I didn't even get to dance with nobody else because all I did was grab her drinks. So when I come down, she's like, yeah, you asked the question, but she was already doing whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, and she's like, yeah, well, your cousin Stacy said that you was down here getting it. Like, you was down here. It didn't even matter. You didn't even have to. You shouldn't even have asked for it. Like, I don't care, but why did you ask? And I'm like, whoa. I was dancing with women that I know. It wasn't no randoms. It wasn't no niggas. Okay, so she basically like tells me like, oh well, she was down here already. I don't know if she went upstairs, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm looking around just to see if I see her, because I'm like, you're my people's. If you have a problem with something I'm doing, I'm very grown, but you can say something to me. Like, but you don't know my girlfriend from a can of paint. You have no reason to speak to her. That's just how I felt. So I actually didn't run into her until around the time that I was leaving, so I didn't see her. I ended up running into my friend Sierra though, that I had seen there, and we started talking again. We were actually outside because I started, you know, seeing her living room. We're outside, we're talking outside or whatever. And I don't remember why, but whenever my girlfriend came outside, she was being rude to me. And I'm like, why are you being rude to me? Like, I get that it seemed weird, but you wouldn't be my girlfriend if you didn't trust me some bit. So what the fuck? Like, and she was dancing with bitches, like, but so was I. Like, that's why I didn't care. Like, but anyways, whatever, y'all, whatever. So she's being mean. I was trying to what was I trying to do? I was trying to get us some, I think I was trying to get some more drinks or something. I don't know. I went back inside for something. I went in there for something. Don't know what it was. Went in there for something. When I came out, my girlfriend wasn't where she was supposed to be. So I'm like, where the fuck is she at? In the process of looking for her, I ended up catching her. Like, they was like walking across the street to go to the store. So I'm like, oh well, I'm coming, you're not leaving me. Like, so on our way to the store, we kind of got into an argument because I'm like, don't be leaving me in no fucking parties like I'm one of your friends. Like, I'm your girlfriend. I don't know these motherfuckers. I know people here, but even these people I only seen in months or years. Like, I don't really, I didn't fuck with that. That made me mad. Like, cause don't leave me nowhere. Like, bitch, I ain't never leave you nowhere. I didn't call her a bitch, but I just feel like I should have right now because I'm mad. But yeah, so whatever, whoop-de-boo, we go to the store, we're arguing. While we're at the store, we end up running into her sisters who were also drinking, going out, whatever, doing whatever they were doing. And like, I think she thought that I was like going like pipe the fuck down, and I wasn't being like oh bitch, you got me fucked up. I was just like, you was gonna leave me? Like, I don't care if you was coming back, don't leave me nowhere. Like, no, I'm not, no, don't leave me. Like, so I was definitely talking my shit. And then I think I like said something to her sister, and she kind of made a joke about it. And I kind of like, once she made a joke about it, I kind of brushed it off. Like, all right, whatever, fuck it. Didn't want it to fuck up my night, you know? So we get in and out the store. We get back. Oh, my friend Sierra ended up going with us, and I ended up introducing, you know, everybody to each other because she didn't really know my girlfriend. She didn't know her sister. So I kind of just hint. But yeah, so we get back to the little party. My girlfriend was still acting weird though. Like, she was acting standoffish, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, at this point, we were already together for a year and like a half, I think. So it was just like, what's wrong? Like, I know you. So like, what is it? Like, she didn't really say what it was. We get back, and she starts like turning that, but she keeps like leaving me. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to be that crybaby lapdog that'd be like, oh wait for me. Like, I do kind of know people here, just don't leave the fucking party without me because I'd be fucked up. Like, so I was doing my own thing, and then like she kind of got mad because I wasn't following her, and I'm like, girl, like, you're ping ponging all over. I'm not that person, and I actually do know people. I'm just sit over here. I think I ended up, because I was really drunk too, so I ended up sitting on the porch, and I think it was Sierra that sat out there with me. Yeah, she's ended up sitting out there with me. We were just talking, and I even still had a drink, but I had my water too, because I'm like, I need to slow down a little bit. I wasn't really drinking no water, you know, whatever. I had a couple, like some chips or something from the store. So we ended up sitting on the porch, and I guess I irritated her, like, and I'm like, okay, well, mamas. And whenever she comes out, we kind of got into it. It was getting a little loud, or argument, which I felt was embarrassing. So I was like, I'm not going to do this at your, you know, friend's event. It's their birthday. I will leave. And she kind of went into talking shit like, oh, where you going to go? Like, you don't drive. You don't live over here. Like, our house wasn't done like I was saying. So we were staying at her mom's. And I didn't want to go to her mom's house without her, because I knew she would ask what happened. And I could say what happened, but I didn't like sharing our whole entire, like, spiel to everybody, because I don't want your family to look at you differently because of some fucked up shit you did to me, because we all do shit. Like, so I just was like, I'll go to my own house, like, which would have been my mom's house, which was like 2 neighborhoods away, and it was definitely like 2-3 o'clock in the fucking morning. So that wasn't a good idea, but I was finna do it, like, and there wasn't no buses running, so I kind of just walked. And on my way there, I run into her cousin at the gas station. We're gonna call him G. I'm gonna call him G. And he ended up asking me, like, what are you doing over here by yourself? Like, where's, did I give her a name? Oh, ex-girlfriend. We're gonna call her Kiki. Fuck it. So he's like, where's Kiki at? Like, what's going on? Like, it's not adding up. So I'm like, we got into it, and I'm about to just walk to my mom's house. She lives a couple neighborhoods over. I'll be okay. And he's just like, no, like, get in the car, because he actually drove. And I'm like, I'm not going back to that party. I'm not trying to go nowhere where she's going to just disrespect, or we're going to be arguing in front of people. I don't like that. Like, I say that stuff for when we get inside, but she's definitely feeling it. So we, like, it might get to that point, and I don't want to. So he's like, no, I'll take you wherever you want to go. And I'm like, cool. So I get in the car, and we start to drive. I'm about to cut the video off there. I'm gonna do the part 2 today, so you will get these videos back to back on the channel, but I'm gonna cut it off there because this video is going to be long. I don't want it to be super long. It just makes the editing process annoying. But I guess if y'all want to finish the story, you can watch part 2. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and we'll finish the story in a second.